Okay, I hope that this is working. Sorry for this coughing thingy, I don't know what it is. Oh well, I'm going to the doctor's on the 5th of February. Not like I care anyway. I mean, what a load of bullshit, if you ask me, but I have to go. I have to be at the doctor's. Don't have a stupid choice but to be there. Oh, the celery is caught in the fridge, that's why it's not shutting. Oh, God. There we go. Okay. Now, Stephanie commented that she was unable to hear some of what I was saying properly. So I'm hoping that I have fixed that successfully with my Bluetooth headphones. I might eat a box of raspberries because I can. Because I want to. Because I'm not very hungry tonight. So I'm going to eat a box of raspberries and a Kit Kat while I chit chat. So, because I can. Because I can. I want to put the Maltesers in the fridge so that they stay not melted. Because I like it when they are not melted. Oh no, the fridge is going fucking... Oh, shit. This fucking fridge. Oh, this is scaring me. Bloody thing. So I'm going to get a bowl. Do I want a bowl out, or am I just going to have a couple of raspberries anyway? I'll wash them anyway. I'm probably going to eat all of them, knowing me. I like raspberries. So, might end up putting them in the bowl after all, because I do like them. I was going to cook dinner tonight, but I've decided that I don't want to cook dinner. I don't really want to cook dinner. So, I don't really want to cook any dinner tonight. So, I'm just going to have a couple of handfuls of raspberries and eat the rest of them tomorrow, I believe. I reckon, because I'm going to cut an apple, because I want one. I'm going to cut up an apple, because I feel like cutting up an apple. And, yeah. I hope that you can hear me better, Stephanie, since I have got my Bluetooth headphones on. I hope you can hear better, because I would hate it if you couldn't hear me properly. I would hate. I do not like to know that you can't hear me very well, all because... Oh, damn it. Oh, this fridge isn't fucking closing properly. I need to put celery in a container, I reckon, but... Oh well. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to have an apple with some raspberries and Kit Kat. So, if you can hear me better, tell me, please, Stephanie, if you can hear me much better than what you previously could. That would be fantastic. Thank you. That would be very good to know that you can hear me properly. I'll cut the apple up on a plate. Do have to put some of this stuff away. Do that later. So, why is my throat irritating me? Oh, going to the doctor's on the 5th of February, so whatever he says then, frig only knows, because I wouldn't have a clue. Wouldn't have a clue. Now I've got to move that over, so it's an apple corer. It basically cores an apple. It takes the core out and cuts it into little slices too, which is quite awesome considering. It is awesome considering the thing. Oh, it's not even working. Oh no. That didn't work at all. Oh, don't tell me it didn't even work. Have to do that again. Oh no. Didn't even work at all. Oh. There you go, that worked. It definitely worked. Now I just get to tip that upside down. This apple corer is quite shit. Quite a crappy thing. Really? It's a very crappy thing, but no worries. Oh well. Can't believe it doesn't even core apples properly. Well, it seems to be worn out. Seems to be doing something. Oh well. Hey, at least I've done my thing to deal with that. I'm going to put the bits of apple in the bowl. I'm not the most hungriest person in the world. Okay. So, now I've got my Kit Kat. What's this? Cute mayo. White sugar. That's good. I need to put some more sugar into my coffee jar. I'll do that in a minute. I'll take my Kit Kat and my fruit to the table. So, besides being really lazy, nothing else is happening. Going to the stupid doctors on the 5th of February, of course. Of course I would have to do that. Kit Kats, yum. Um, mm, Yum. I have also thought of getting a new. So while keeping guide dog support, there is this other planning thing that you're talking about, Stephanie. Mabel. I know another person who uses Mabel as well, come to think of it. um, yeah, apparently Mabel is supposed to be really good, so I'm going to get them for another day of the week. Because as much as I like guide dog support, and I'll be keeping on getting them, I'll need extra support so that I have another option to lean on. If guide dogs can't help me for some reason, the other agency can. So I'm going to get on to Mabel. Um, and I'm going to find out how to get support through them. And I can only hope. I don't know what's going on with me today. It's like I'm functioning, I'm alright, but my throat and chest is doing this thing, and I don't know what it means. My nose, oh no, it has been really runny at times today, and yet at other times it's not very runny. Oh well, it's either hay fever or a virus. But the doctor can tell me on the 5th of February what they know. But I'm eating and drinking, so at least as far as knowledge is able to help me, it's a good sign this far. Um, but yeah, with me doing audio recordings, I think they get muffled when I'm walking around and I happen to put my phone somewhere. Like, say I'll put it on the dining room table, excuse me, and then I go to the laundry to put a towel in the cupboard or put some clothes in the dryer or do something, or even go into the kitchen to make coffee and my phone is on the dining table, I'll be still talking, not knowing that the recording isn't very clear anymore. Because I think, oh well, I'm the only person in the house, maybe it has to be clear. But now that I know otherwise, I'd like to know how I go with my Bluetooth headphones, because right now, excuse me, but you'll have to bear with this throat thing. Ah, um, as it is, my phone is on my coffee table charging. In fact, my phone drains very quickly now. It doesn't hold any charge at all. My my phone battery was changed 2 years ago. It was changed 2 years ago, and now my phone doesn't hold any charge for long. So I've got my headphones on, and while I'm at the dining table, my phone is on the coffee table. Oh, stupid nose. It's on the coffee table charging. So there you go. My phone should not go flat while it's on the charger, which is a good thing. And I'm hoping people can hear me better. Um, Someone also made a comment about wanting me to play all of my Super Egg Hunt trophies. So I'll do that again. And if I can find another recording that I made quite a few months ago, there should be one with all of my Super Egg Hunt trophies that I've got on that recording too. I can't remember which one it is. But anyway, I will go ahead and play all my trophies that I've got. I don't have every trophy in my Super Egg Hunt Plus trophy inventory, but I've got a lot of them. So when I turn my laptop on, I don't know when, but I'll come onto my Recorder HQ app again when I've got my laptop switched on, and I'll sort that out. So yeah, watch the space, because I'll soon be doing a recording of Super Egg Hunt Plus, all the trophies. And when I save up heaps and heaps of money, like I mean lots and lots and lots of money, I'm going to be buying some more laptop games. In fact, I'm debating on whether... Actually, no, I will do that. I'm going to wait till I've got a new laptop. Because that way I can be sure to buy new games, and my new laptop won't be at a high risk of breaking down suddenly. So if I were to put new games onto my current laptop and it breaks down, that'll be a waste of money buying the game, because I'll have to pay for a new game. I think you can get replacement keys most of the time, but eventually you've got to pay for the game again, which would be a waste of my money. So I'm going to wait till I've got a new machine and put new games on my new laptop. That way I'm not wasting any money. Oh, God. So I reckon let's just see how it goes. And I'll be downloading new games and buying them and that live on recording, which will be good. Apart from that, there isn't much else for me to say at the moment. Um, um, I was going to cook dinner tonight, but I've made the decision not to cook dinner at all tonight. I don't want to cook it, so I'll be cooking tomorrow though. um, I'm going to try my hand at cooking lasagna. I can't say I'll do very well, but I'll try. Tomorrow when I'm out, I'm going to get some diced beef because on Wednesday night, tomorrow is Wednesday. Hang on, what day is it? Oh yeah, today is Monday. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Excuse me, guys. I shouldn't say this, but I'm actually glad I'm going to the doctor's on the 5th of February because he can tell me if there's anything happening that he doesn't like, and I can just tell him, well, do I have a virus or do I have hay fever? Wow. I'm only asking just for him to say no, and if he says no, you're fine, I'll be like, fine, whatever. I'm just asking because I don't want to be stupid forever. I'd rather be, the saying is, you're better the man who's stupid for 5 minutes and asks questions than the man who asks no questions and is stupid forever. So I'd rather be stupid for 5 minutes and ask a lot of questions than be stupid forever and not know anything. Not ask any questions and not learn anything. Because people say, oh, you listen and you learn instead of asking questions. Well, if I listen and learn, that still doesn't help me understand, because someone will say something and I'll be like, what? And I'll have to ask a question, because I'd rather be stupid for 5 minutes than be stupid forever. That's the way I see it. That's just how I see it. And you know what? The doctor could give me really good news and I'll be like, yay, it's only a fucking cold. Woohoo! Not nice to get sick and celebrate getting sick, but hey, it's only a cold, or it's only a sickness that's due to virus reaction. It's not good to get sick, but because it's only that, yay, it's nothing more serious. Good, I can celebrate, I can go out, it'll it'll get better without having to have any, serious treatments. So I can celebrate. Who cares? If it's hay fever, oh well, if that's how it is, then that's just what needs to happen. Then maybe I have to take something. But, not every day of the week. But I don't know that because, um, I don't know. I haven't asked questions yet. I know a few years ago, Stephanie, you said get checked for cough variant asthma. I did get checked for that, and there's no proof that I've actually got cough variant asthma. There are a lot of medications out there besides Ventolin that I could take, but there's no proof that I've got cough variant asthma. So unless the doctor can prove that I've got it, then they can't give me asthma medications. So they've tried to test for that, any type of asthma that I could have, and I don't have it. And they've done x-rays on my chest and that, and it comes back as not looking asthmatic. So, with narrow airways and all that. So, if the doctor tells me that I'm fine, I'll be jumping up and down and being like, good, because if I'm just, say it's hay fever and I might have to take something every now and again, well, who cares? But if I'm just sick and it will go away, or it's just something I get every year because it's just typical of someone to catch a bit of a chest thing for a week or two, if that's all it is, then I don't need anyone to worry about me, because it doesn't need special attention. All it needs is just rest, exercise when you can exercise, good diet, healthy food, rest, some medication if it's needed, and just a bit of TLC. It doesn't need special attention and sympathy and all that. That's not what I need. Oh, I would if the doctor tells me it's this or it's that or it's something else or it's bad hay fever, then yeah, I'll probably want some sympathy then, but I don't want it to be hay fever, and then I won't need any sympathy, will I? All I want to know is that I'm okay. That's all I give a shit about. Like, that's all I care about, really. Just tell me that I'm alright, or tell me the truth and sort it out. Just tell the truth. The only sympathy I want is a cup of coffee. No, but, I'm only interested in doing recordings and living my life, and yeah, Yahoo of people support me. Hoo-ha, yeah, that's great. At the end of the day, I'm living for me. I'm living for my life. We are doing what I want to do with life. And so long as I have self-limiting things that will just go away on their own, that don't need any special treatment, well, that's all I care for. And unless I ask, I don't know. So, yeah, a good diet, a little bit of junk food, exercise, veggies, just everything really. Bit of unhealthy food and a lot of healthy food. That reminds me, I could have a bun for tea tonight. A bun with something on it. Didn't think of that one. Maybe that's what I need. So yeah, if I find out that I need more attention than exercise, a good diet, a little bit of medicine once in a while, regular tablet each night to regulate my menstrual cycle, if I need more attention than that, then I'm going to cause a drama. But if I don't need more attention, or if at least if it's not really bad attention, if it's not really serious, then I'll get a bit worried, but I'll be like, you know, it's just one of those things that bugs will do the rounds every summer. They do the rounds every winter. They do the rounds every bloody summer. So whatever. As long as I'm eating right, well, I go to the doctors and get vaccinated and take all of their stuff that they want me to have on a temporary basis. That means that I won't have to, worry about having to take things permanently at this stage because I'm still young, so I don't need permanent. I wasn't born with a bad medical condition, but hey, I was born 28 weeks early, so doctors cannot guarantee that I won't develop problems as I get older. And I mean, it's not about things that aren't happening yet, so who cares? It's just about reality. Things can happen to anybody, and if you're born at 28 weeks early or less, yeah, the risk is high for things to go wrong. It's how it is. It's not a choice. It's just how it is. And you can lower that risk by eating a little bit of greasy food and an awful lot of veggies. Awful lot of bloody stuff. And Nicole's online person tonight said that, it's a balance. You have a little bit of veggies, bit of meat, a little bit of bad, unhealthy food, a little bit of salt, and then a little bit of really good stuff that isn't bad for you. You just have a little bit of everything. They say everything in moderation, but it's a balance. You balance your diet out. You have veggies, you have fruit, but you also splurge out on that little bit of chocolate, a little bit of ice cream, a little bit of roast pork and deep fried bacon, from on an occasion. You sort of do that, so the bloke, he knows, he obviously doesn't know everything about my life, but he's really kind enough to realise that something didn't go well with you when you were born. No, it didn't. I nearly died. Yeah, I had a lot of oxygen and all that, but I still almost died, and the doctors had to give me a lot of medicine to help me and that, and I developed allergies to a lot of medication because that's just how my immune system is. You know, it's not something that I asked for. It's just something that happened. And now I'm pretty healthy. So long as I'm not eating just chips and greasy fat food each day, I'm right. And I'm not gaining weight at a terrific amount. I am slowly gaining weight, but not at a terrific amount, which it means that it's under control. It means that if I have to lose weight, I can still lose weight. It's not impossible, and it's not impossible to stop gaining weight either. So yeah, I reckon even though there's a bit of a concern at this stage, it's not too much of a drama. And if it is, you'd find out about it. But at the moment, I'm a bit worried. It's not a drama like a serious medical problem. I'm just worried. I'm just, I'm just anxious, right? But because I don't just eat fat food, I eat a bit of a mix of everything. I should be right. Shouldn't have to worry too much. But I am because I simply don't know. Um, but I do feel hopeful the doctor will just say, oh well, maybe there's viruses that you pick up from time to time, similar to hay fever maybe, but who cares? You're alright. You just rest when you can and oh, throat, man. Just do a bit of exercise and whatever. And if that's all it is, if that's all it is that I need to worry about, then that's good news for me as far as I'm concerned. I think I'm starting to realise that maybe I don't want a sandwich for tea tonight, that this bowl of fruit will fill me up. Um, well, what else am I thinking? Oh yeah, my rail display. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Excuse my coughing thing, sorry. Excuse me, but reality stinks sometimes. And like I said before I move on with a better and more cheerful discussion, because there isn't much I can do to fix it, um, I'm eating and drinking and I'm functioning and all this shit. So, yeah, whatever. I will only turn it into a drama if the doctor turns it into a drama. If he doesn't, then I won't. I mean, I probably will. If anything goes wrong that he doesn't notice, then I'll turn that into a bit of a drama. But that's only if I know that I need to and I happen to be at the doctor's. But until then, well, I'm just going to keep on plodding along and think, well, what worse could happen? What worse could happen is that I could get really sick tomorrow, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, um, all I care about is that it's summertime and we've gone from spring, winter into spring and summer. So seasons change, the weather changes, things happen. It's just how life is. And so long as I'm eating and drinking and I'm not, you know, unable to get out of the chair or anything like that, I'm just going to assume, you know what, whatever. So, my braille display is the best thing since sliced bread. I could not have asked for anything better. Um, I can sit, I can sit on that braille display for hours and hours and hours and just sit there and read. Now, that's something that any medical people would turn into a drama because they'd say, oh, if you sit there for hours every day doing nothing, your blood will pool up in your legs and cause clots and all this shit. Yeah, that's fine, but I still like reading, so I'm not going to change and just stop reading over that because I don't want to be miserable. So I read and all this stuff. So um I couldn't love my braille display more, and I couldn't live without it either. Um, the other thing, Stephanie commented that I should go for the Dyson vacuum cleaner because they're good, and I agree with that comment. Um, the person living next door to me has a Dyson, and it's awesome. My problem is money. I have to buy within a price range that I can afford, but I guess so many people are saying go on, save up and get the Dyson. Yeah, it might cost a couple of $1,000, or $1,000, but if that's how good it is that I shouldn't buy a cheap vacuum cleaner, then maybe I'll just save up and get the Dyson. Because it'll make my life so much easier when I'm vacuuming the floor. That's what I'm looking for, is an easy way of vacuuming my floor so that fucking nose is running again. Stupid thing. Sorry guys, I'm not angry at you, okay? I'm not angry at people. I'm just being a me at the moment. Anyway, shit. Mm. Oops, fuck. Mm. Cool, yuck. Um, yeah, I'll save up to get the Dyson because when because the cleaner comes here once a week at 4 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon. So oh shit, I need to put my bloody clothes away. I'll do that while I'm talking. Excuse me, while I'm eating and burping. I don't mean to be rude or anything. Sorry about that. Um, I oh, I keep losing my train of bloody thought. Yeah, something isn't right with me somewhere. Ah, God. Oh, Jesus. It's just one of these things. Oh, well. It's called summer. That's what it's called. Ugh. Ugh. Yuck. Hate the weather. Okay, so I oh yeah, I get the cleaner every Tuesday at 4 in the afternoon, and when she's not here for the rest of the week, my floor tends to get messy. Now, I get the shits when I'm using my vacuum cleaner. It's the one with a cord, and I get the shits when I have to pull the cord out of the vacuum cleaner. Then I have to vacuum the floor without tangling the cord up around my legs or, around the vacuum cleaner. It pisses me off, is what it does. And I'm like, seriously, man, it's just freaking painful. Ugh. And it's loud too, I hate it. Now, my cleaner can use that vacuum cleaner because she's sighted. She can see. Well, what if she's not here and I need to use a vacuum cleaner? Now my nose is tickling like I need to sneeze, but I can't. Oh, fucking hell. Stupid thing. Stupid friggin' body. Just get over itself. Urgh. Um, yeah. If I can use the Dyson while the cleaner's not here, that'll save me a whole lot of pressure and a whole lot of mess. I mean, obviously, if it's wet, um, I would never vacuum up a wet mess ever. But if it's bullshit like crumbs and breadcrumbs and stale chips and all that, then oh Jesus, sorry, oops. Um, then yeah, I will be quite happy to get my cordless vacuum cleaner and vacuum the floor because, like, it'll just be easier for me to do it. It'll just be heaps easier for me to vacuum the bloody floor. So, yeah. I reckon I'll be getting a Dyson. Um, the other thing that shits me off, apart from trying to decide which vacuum cleaner to get, I hate listening to the 6 o'clock news at night. Because they have a news bulletin on TV every night, but it's so negative and it's really depressing and it's very, like we don't need to hear about sad stuff all the time. Well, I would just tell you what I don't want to know about. I don't want to know about measles outbreaks. I don't want to know about bushfires. Unless it directly affects me today, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know about anything stupid and anything bloody sad every fucking time. I just don't need to know about it, to be honest. It's just not necessary for me to know. Um, I just don't want to hear any bullshit, so I don't listen to the news. That's just how it is. You know? Like, there's enough shit going on in my life at the moment. Like, my life isn't full of dramas, but there is enough shit that goes on in my daily life in the world at the moment without having to listen to the news and get more shit. I just don't have to hear it. If I'm at the Commonwealth Bank and I get financial advice and some of it's bad news and some of it's good news, that's probably because it's going to directly affect me at the moment, in the next 12 months, in the next 6 weeks, in the next week, let alone 12 months or 6 weeks. The advice is going to directly affect me in future, or possibly even today or tomorrow or next week or next month or next year. The advice that I'm given is going to directly affect me. So I need to hear the news. I need financial news. And when I go to the doctors, I'm getting medical news. Stuff that's going to directly affect me today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. I need to know what's good and bad. Well, I don't want to know about the bad news, but if I ask a question and I get bad news, then maybe something's not right. And then I put on a nasty, horrible frown and go, oh, I didn't ask for that. Well, Australia didn't ask for the bushfires to happen either, but they're happening. And we also didn't ask for our army to essentially evacuate residents out of their own homes and then re-establish people back into their own homes again. But it's happening anyway. So, yeah, same shit, different shovel. Um, yeah. Anyway, that's my bit of a rant about all the shit that goes around on the news. Um, What other shit have I got to talk about? Um, I can't think at the moment, and I'll bet you it'll come when I least expect it. I hate that when I'm doing a recording and I cannot think of what to talk about. All of a sudden, when I've finished with it, I'll be going to bed and think, oh yeah, that's what I was meant to talk about. Oh yeah. Um, oh. Anyway, these raspberries are pretty good. Yum. I'm going to be waking up early in the morning, and I reckon I might do a soundscape when I get out of bed. A morning soundscape compared to a later in the day soundscape. It'll sound very different. Mm. I love eating raspberries. Yum. Um, I've been checking out different tips for organising daily chores and life tasks and all that. And I heard and read as well that if you set a timer for, say, 30 minutes or even 60 minutes, whatever time length, you can even say 120 minutes, but just say half an hour, your goal is to do as many tasks as you can before the timer goes off, like put the washing on, do the dishes, set the jug up for making coffee and getting breakfast ready. Do as many tasks as you can fit in half an hour. That doesn't mean putting the washing on and then waiting for 15 minutes for the wash load to go through the first cycle, then doing the next task. It literally means once you've set a time for, say, half an hour, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, just say half an hour, right? Do as many things as you think of to do in that time, so that by the time you sat down to eat breakfast, the washing is going through its cycle. You know, you've done all the dishes, so the dishes are all on the rack, or they were even, dried and put away, whatever. And, the bed's made, and, everything is that you can think of to do is done. Then you have the rest of the day to do anything you want to do. And I tried that this morning, and it actually worked wonders, because I had a time limit to work to. If I set the timer at 8 o'clock, I want to be sitting at the dinner table ready to eat breakfast at 8:30. I should technically be eating breakfast by 7 because when I go on to guide dogs, camping trips and that, when I go on to camping trips, you got to eat breakfast by 7:30 and be ready by 8:30. Some people eat breakfast by 8:15 because they'll get ready early in the morning, then sleep in a bit more and get dressed, eat breakfast, and they're ready by 8:15. Guide dog staff would prefer if people were ready by 7:30 so that they have an hour to sit around until 8:30 when the instructors turn up. Now, I think that way too, but on the last day of class, of course, I was ready by bloody 8 o'clock instead of 7:30. So, it's just how it went. Um, so, anyway, I actually like the idea of setting a time limit and doing as many things as you think of to do in that time. You know, while you got the washing on, you could be putting the rest of the clothes in the cupboard. Then you've done that, do the dishes. When you've done the dishes, clean the sink out and put the kettle on, or even put the kettle on while you're doing the dishes. That way when the dishes are done, you're finished with the dishes and the jug is ready to make coffee and get breakfast ready and all that. So yeah, you could even set a timer before bed, like if you want to go to bed at a certain time, or say you want to be going to bed by, pick any time of the night. It could be 8 o'clock, it could be 1 o'clock in the morning for all anybody's concerned. It doesn't matter what time you pick, but just pick a time. I won't do this tonight, but I'll try it out tomorrow night. You set a time limit of whatever time you choose. It could be any time. It could be any time, really. I wouldn't say more than 2 hours, because 3 or 4 hours can be a bit long. Say an hour. You set a time limit for an hour. You do as many tasks as you can complete before bed. As many as you can complete before bed. So that way, there's nothing to do in the morning. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever to do in the morning. I wonder if the bread will fit in there. I don't reckon that it will, but let's just see. So yeah, there should be nothing to do in the morning. Nothing. Is that more chicken? No, that's sausages. Whoops. Bloody forgot all about that. Okay. Don't reckon that's going to fit in. No, it won't fit. Not going to. Put that up there. That won't fit up there at all. Oh, blow me. There you go, that'll just fit. Oh wow, it does too. So yeah, do everything you can half an hour before going to bed, because that way you can be sure that everything is done that you wanted to do. And there's not any shit that needs doing right away. So by the time morning comes around, all the dishes are done. All of the dishes are done. So yeah, I'm just slowly putting things where I can fit them at the moment. Eventually I'll find somewhere else to fit other things. But right now I'm just putting stuff where I know it will all fit, because it's the only way I can really organise everything. Oh God, what is that? Oh, it's a fry pan. Never mind. So yeah. Oh, that's another thing of dressing. Okay. Right. Putting that jar in here. Oh, there's heaps more space to fit stuff. And lots more space. There's a lot more space there. So yeah, if you do everything before bed, including any dishes that need doing and all this other shit, there's nothing to do in the morning except to set the jug. Well, I'm surprised at how much I've used everything. Oh my God. Okay. That's a big surprise. Wow. That is a big surprise. I've used everything up. And yet now I'm going to take out another jar of hazelnut coffee, which will give me yet more room in my pantry. So yeah, there we go. I'm slowly getting there with all of my stuff. Slowly, wow. So this is how I go about organising everything every night, because I know that I don't want nothing to do in the morning. Nothing. I don't want anything to do in the morning. So I check that I've got everything set up and put away in that, so that by morning there's just, maybe I just need to refresh the kettle and put it on and, go and tie my hair back while the kettle's boiling and get dressed and do this and do that. Don't have to worry about nothing. So yeah, now that I know all of this bloody shit, I make sure I get everything done. Everything. I'm going to make risotto at some point. Fucking don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'll make it at some point. Don't know when, but it's going to happen. Do not have a clue when, but it will work out somehow. Okay, I've got the Kewpie mayonnaise and all this other stuff to put away yet. Fuck. And that soft drink to get rid of. God. Those chips are in the way and so is that frying pan. Can I move that? Just? Only just. Okay. Now that soft drink wants to be put somewhere. What was that? Oh no. Oh shit. What was that? Okay. God, where am I gonna fucking put things? Okay. These are baked beans. I'm leaving the white sugar out so I can fix that up in the morning because, yeah, I'm not going to need to put it in the cupboard. I reckon put some of this other shit back up this way a little bit. No, I need to move it back there. Yeah, no, I need to move that. That. Okay. Over there. Okay. Right. There. That up like that. Okay. Right. Can always fit stuff in my pantry if I fucking make it happen. If I just make it happen. Fucking force it to happen, it will happen. I wonder if I can fit Kewpie mate. Oh no, forget it. Forget it already. It's just something I was thinking. And then there's soft drinks. Lots of yummy soft drink and lots of yummy natural water. Yum. White sugar can sit here. Fry pan will have to sit somewhere. Yeah, now that I'm organising my unit, I can suddenly think of things to say. Oh my god. Something's not right with this face cloth. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. I can now put these away in the bathroom where they belong. Right. Okay. So, that's my organisation done tonight, except for the need to do the dishes. How much sugar is left in that sugar jar? I need to find out how much sugar there is left. I reckon there is a bit left. Okay. Well, in that case, I will move the sugar to the cupboard for now. At least for now. Because I don't need it. I'll put it up here. Just there. on top of the rice crackers. Mmm. Yum. Soft drinks will go. Where are they going to go? That is going into the bin. Right, so oh shit, that's my cereal container. Need to put cereal into that before it really becomes a fucking joke. Yep. Oh yeah, it feels pretty clean. If anybody wants to fuck me around and say, yeah, the container's dirty, I'll be like, okay then, it's dirty, you wash it for me, I don't care. You wash it for me, that's your bloody problem. Okay, I'm going to take the peg off this thing, and I'm going to put cereal in. I need to get rid of this fucking stupid box. Get rid of the bloody thing. Bloody fucking box. Need to get rid of the box. Now the cereal's not coming out even. Oh no. Will now. Come out now. Oh wow, stop. There you go, it's coming out. And it's going to fill up that container properly. Without too much bloody hassle. Okay. That's done. Now I can throw this rubbish away. Right. This is all the shit I like to do before bed. Oh, that's all this shit out of the freaking road. There, biscuits. That's my talking scanner. That's my hand sanitizer. Oh, that's everything. Oh, what was that? The hell was that? Move that bananas out of the road. That. Turn that on, this talking barcode scanner. Okay, come on, hurry up. Oh yeah, while that's going, I need to get the stupid fucking lid of the container and put that back on. Fuck. Damn it. Set this fucking thing up before it goes rotten. Right. Okay. Now. Okay. Right. So now I'm going to see what soft drink I got. Oh.
Product Coles Water Spring Natural 1.5ml.
Oh, okay.
Package size 1.5 litre.
No, that's Coke.
Location.
And
Water
I'm
Sports
assuming
Energy.
that's water. Okay. Okay.
Powering
I'm
down.
going to turn that off. And I'm going to put that here. I'm going to put all of the spring waters here and take one bottle out with me tomorrow, because I think it's kind of necessary to take a large bottle of water with me, so that way I can't just sit back and die of thirst because I feel like it. No thanks, I'm not going to do that. 1.5 litre of water, and that's 2 litres of Coke. God, where am I going to actually put that Coke? Where am I going to put it? That's orange juice and that's milk. There's nowhere to put the Coke. Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Unless I move that end. Yeah, actually I might move it to the side like that. Then put the Coke in there. It may just work. Let's see. Do all of this shit tonight. Don't have to worry about it tomorrow. Okay. Let's just put it in. Hey, it works. Now close the fridge. Why is that not? Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now, I'm going to put those cups away and do all the dishes before I go to bed. That cup there, wait up. That cup can sit there. And that cup, oh no, don't fucking do this shit. Cup can sit there. This is all the shit that I now do before I even go off to bed. Because I know that I'm going to not want to do these dishes in the morning. I've got the bread and the bread rolls in the bloody freezer, which I am very happy about. Okay. In the meantime, I feel lots better after eating all that fruit. maybe cursing at the doctors and telling them to kiss my bum if they think that's true about eating healthy food. Kiss my bum. Well, what do you think should happen now that I'm eating fruit and veggies and nothing's actually going wrong? Kiss my bum. Yeah, right. Ah, now I know. Oh well. Oh well, whatever. You live a life once and you learn once. Oh well. Um, yeah, if there's one thing I don't want is for the morning to come around and then I know I have to do dishes. I'm not going to do that. The other thing that fucks me off is by the time it's 8:30 and I'm lying down, I'd like to be reading until 10:30 or 11 o'clock. But do you think I can do that? No, because I'm doing other things. Bathing, doing the dishes, whatever. If I do all of this shit during the day, then at night time and in the morning, I can do whatever I bloody feel like doing. I just do whatever I want then. Anything that I want at any time. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, dear me. I'm doing everything now because then I can sit down and read for 2 or 3 hours, fall asleep, don't worry about nothing. I'm going to wake up and turn the TV on and see what's on the news. I bet it'll be all negative. It'll be all negative stuff. More negative shit on TV. It's no wonder I don't want to watch the TV. No wonder. Just don't want to watch it because it's too sad and too depressing and all this stuff. What's that in my cup? What is that? Must be milk. Need to clean that off. So yeah, it's just depressing. So I don't even listen to the news much. It's too much. I know it's all about ratings, but who wants to listen to some depressing fucking news stories? A lot of people do. Well, I'm not one of them. I'm not freaking one of them. So, all my bloody dishes are out of the fucking road, yes. Never have to worry about anything till tomorrow, yes. Well, I have to say that eating fruit and that is probably the best thing I could have thought to do. Apples and raspberries, and there's bananas there. We have bananas tomorrow. Yum, yum. Bananas on bloody toast. Mm-mm. Yep, if you eat fruit, you're not going to die. It's actually good for you to eat fruit. I mean, there is a condition that people that is really rare that can make someone allergic to fruit, but it's extremely rare. Like, I mean, very rare. Extremely rare. So, right. I've done everything I need to do. Now I can just wait for my alarm to go off and take my pill. And if anybody is very worried and wants to know what it's for, I'll just say it. Um, I've never ever had a regular period. I've not only had really bad cramps all my life with periods, but I've never had a regular period. There will be some occasions where for a couple of months in a row I'll get my period at around the same time, but they're not the norm. They were just the exception. So I've never had an actual regular cycle that has gone on regularly for more than 8 weeks. Um, so yeah, 95% of the time, well, not 95%, 98% of the time they were irregular, and I might have had 1 or 2 regular periods from the last one every 12 months or so. But then it's not predictable. So there's nothing predictable about when or if how I'll get my next period. It just happens at any time, and there's no specific month of the year that it'll come closer to the same time the previous month or whatever. It just happens whenever it wants, and If it happens to come at almost the same time the previous month, that is just pot luck because it doesn't happen predictably each month. I don't know how to explain that any better, but essentially my cycle was very random. There was no rhythm to it. And the times that there is, in my case, was seeming to become a normal rhythm, wasn't becoming a normal rhythm at all. In fact, it didn't correct itself. So I've never really had a menstrual rhythm. It's always been out of whack. So I tried a couple of options which didn't help. One of them made me skip periods rather than totally stop them, but that isn't what I wanted. And I was still not well. I was a little bit better than I was, but I still wasn't feeling very good. So I thought, well, that's out of the question. The next one worked for quite a while, 6 months, and then it failed, and I got extremely sick for 3 months, and even when my cycle wasn't happening, I wasn't feeling very well either, but I was feeling very horrible on the cycle, the bleeding, very horrible. So then I went on to the pill, and the doctors are still trying to get me onto other options that don't involve taking the pill. And I'm like, mate, the pill is working really well. Why are you trying to get me off the pill if it's working? And why are you trying to change options if this option is working? No, I don't want other options as well as the pill. I just want to take the pill. I'm actually going to take my tablets in and physically show the doctors. I'm going to show him what I'm talking about and show him. I'm going to show him. Going to make sure, going to do a bit of show and tell. But yeah, I don't want to make any changes, and I'm going to show the doctors how it's working, and so that they don't change it, because I don't want any changes to be made. I really don't. I'm happy with how I am. I take my pill every night, and honestly, my cycle is more regular than it has ever been in my entire life. So, yeah, I'm not about to stop taking the pill unless something dangerous occurs, or if I were to develop liver problems, I'd have to stop taking it, or if something else were to go wrong and I couldn't take it anymore, then yeah. But right now, it's working. So I'm going to do a show and tell presentation to my doctor so that he can see that it's working. Um, I'm quite happy with how I am. Apart from whatever stupid thing is getting at me, I'll blame it on the weather. More than anything, I blame the weather. Because I will and I can. Yeah, I can't be happier with how I am, apart from asking a few questions about me, or if he says anything, I'm not just going to jump up and say, oh, this is going on. Like, I'll wait until he says something, or if I decide that actually I do need to ask him a few questions, if I feel alright at the time, then yeah, well, what am I going to do about it anyway? Um, but oh well, I've never liked summer, so oh well. Yeah, I like the air conditioning during the day though. Actually, the only reason I don't have aircon on at night now is because it uses up too much power and I don't have money to waste on electricity anymore, so I don't use it all that much. Um, I don't use the grid at night time all that much unless I have to. Um, but yeah, all I need to really do is take my pill tonight and read for a few hours, do a bit of reading and go to sleep knowing that I'll be okay. To wake up in the morning without any freaking dishes to do. All I need to worry about is the bloody kettle and doing coffee and breakfast and getting dressed and all that. That's all I need to worry about. So yeah, um, that's pretty well it for my recording at the moment. So yeah, I've pretty much got everything organised for tomorrow. Actually, what am I going to have in the morning? If the bananas are ripe enough by then, because they're a bit green to me when I smell the bananas, they smell like they need a bit more ripening for another 12 to 24 hours when they're brought home. And what I stupidly do is forget for 4 days that they're actually on the bench ready to eat. So yeah. Oh, the other thing that the Coles delivery drivers are trying to do is get me to leave tomatoes on the bench instead of in the fridge. They ripen. If they're on the bench, they ripen better. I should take their advice and leave it on the leave the tomatoes on the bench to ripen, hey? Because they'll ripen a lot better. Um, I might take their advice and their hints and yeah, I might put them out to ripen, I believe. Because I leave bananas out to ripen, I don't leave them in the fridge, I let them ripen overnight on the bench, and I should be doing the same for the bloody tomatoes. Should have left them out when the delivery driver was here. Oh God. I must do that because, yeah, I love having a bit of tomato when it's really ripe. It tastes beautiful. Yum. I must have them out ripening. Yes. Um, oh well, I'll be cooking them tomorrow anyway, so. Anyway, I've done everything I need to do tonight. Eaten and had a drink and that. I'll have another drink. I can't stop drinking. It's too hot to stop drinking any water. people need water when it's hot. Well, you need water 24 hours a day, but it's worse when you're hot. Um, anyway. Mm. Anyway, I will talk to you guys again most likely tomorrow. If I can even think of something to say, I'll either be on recorder HQ tomorrow for YouTube, or possibly the next day. We'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, I will terminate this recording, or rather sign off, or whatever you call it. I'll just say that I'll terminate this recording, and I will see you all again soon.